What's up, everybody? It is the DJ Gamer 2 coming back with a little zombies for you. This one is the brand new Mob of the Dead, and here we are going to do the Easter egg. Pop Goes the Weasel. Almost didn't remember it there for a second. Pop Goes the Weasel, the main Easter egg in Mob of the Dead. Now, we're going to start you off, and everybody probably knows how to do this by now. You have to get the Hell's Retriever. And the way you do this, there are 3 dogs set up around Mob of the Dead in Alcatraz here. All you have to do is just kill zombies in front of this dog, and he will eat them. You do have to wait for him to completely be done eating one dog before you move on to the next guy, before he'll start eating the next guy. But you'll notice, whenever they start to glow, you have completed it. Now, we split up in this game. I took down by the docks. I'm playing with Apocalypse, God of Honor, and McGoWaN21. Thank you guys so much for doing this Easter egg with me yesterday. But here we got the Hell's Retriever, and this is going to be important. Our next step, step 2, is to build the airplane, and if you don't know how to build the airplane, we're going to put annotations up for you guys on tutorials on how you can build the plane, get the Hell's Retriever as well. But take that plane right on over to the Golden Gate Bridge. This is what you have to do for step 2, and I was a little upset. I had to record this in theater mode. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording my Xbox at the time that we did this. We decided in-game that we wanted to, so I didn't have it ready to go. But we had the Easter egg song playing in the background of this, that Johnny Cash song, Break My Rusty Chains, I believe it's called. But we had it on in the background as we were flying across to the Golden Gate Bridge. It was perfect. And, of course, didn't record into theater mode, which, God. But that's okay. Anyway, take the plane over to the bridge for the first time. Get in the electric chairs. Wait for the electric chairs to show up on the bridge. Bring them back over. And once you do come back, you'll be in afterlife mode, and you'll notice all of the skulls. The third step that we're going to have to do is collecting these 5 skulls. Again, this is in theater mode, so I do apologize. You can't actually see the skulls here, but we're going to show you all 5 locations for you. And the first one is right here from the spawn. It is right to my right. I actually don't pick it up. It's my buddy McGoWaN21. He picks it up, so right there in the jail cell. And you can hear afterwards, you're going to hear your character say something afterwards as well, and that's how you know you accomplished it. He also put this down. This is not included in the main Easter egg, but it's sort of a side Easter egg to get what's called the golden spork, I believe, in this game. I'll show you how to do that in another video, but here's the second skull you're going to be going for.
Oh, I think I know what this is for.
And, of course, you can hear the character saying something right there to indicate that you picked up the skull. Here's the third one on top of the roof.
We're gonna need this for sure.
We're going to need this for sure, and for sure we do need that. The fourth one, located by the dock area, it would be the third post over from the left. So this third post right there, just take the Hell's Retriever. Interesting. So you get the character saying something for the fourth one. And the fifth one, I've seen people take the gondola up here to get this 5th skull. You don't have to. You can actually get it from the ground right here. Number 5, 5th skull. And you're also going to hear Rick Toffin laughing, or the old evil laugh from the old games there, to indicate that you did it. Now, this part right here is when we, that poster that you saw that we just took down, you can go behind there in afterlife mode and actually bring a spoon to here, and if you take the Hell's Retriever in the cafeteria and use that spoon, you can hear Lucifer, the devil, saying something to you, and it changes your melee to a spoon rather than a knife. Again, you can get what's called the golden spork in this game, and I do believe it has one stab kill up until about like 30, I believe it is. It's something crazy. Again, we'll show you that in a later video. Right now, the main Easter egg, Pop Goes the Weasel. We didn't know what to do next. We were a little confused, so we started to work with the numbers there. It wasn't working correctly, so what we did was we went around, we collected all the jugs, and we put them in the plane. So we're taking the plane back over to the Golden Gate Bridge for the second time, and we're coming back right here. I tried to shorten everything for you. But once you do get back here for the second time, you can go right to your guy. And as you're going to see, we're going back to the numbers to see if it did anything, and unfortunately it didn't. So going over there twice does not do anything. You have to go over there a total of 3 times. When you come back 3 times, you are going to see what happens. Plus, you get an achievement for going over to the Golden Gate Bridge 3 times as well. So get that achievement when you come back. So this is our 3rd time right here. When you come back on the 3rd time, you're going to see those numbers that we were messing around with going crazy. And those numbers are at the bottom of the spiral. I don't want to call it staircase, but it's like spiral dirt staircase there. So when you come back there, coming back to Alcatraz the third time, the numbers are now going crazy, and that's what you want to see. This is the fourth step, I believe it is. The numbers are going to go crazy like this. Now, you're going to want to put 4 distinct numbers into there from the afterlife mode. So now somebody has to go to the afterlife mode, which I'm going to do here. And I have the numbers saved on my phone. The 4 numbers you are going to be putting into that system right down there. 872, 101, 386, and 481. Those are the 4 numbers, the 4 prisoners' numbers that we're playing as. Those are the prisoner numbers, and that's what you have to put into these flickering numbers down here. So the first one we're going to put in here is 872, and it'll also give you an indication that you did it correctly. And you're going to see here in a second just exactly what that is. Also do want to note here, when you're in afterlife mode like this, if somebody goes back to your body and starts reviving, okay, so the numbers change right there, indicating that you had 872 correct. Next number is 101, but as you can see, I'm on my second number right here out of 4, and I'm already halfway down into my afterlife time. So what happens is, you're going to see God of Honor right there starts reviving me. And if you do that, you can stay in afterlife mode longer. So you'll notice I have a third of my health left here in afterlife. And if he keeps reviving me, so if you revive the person's character who is down halfway, don't do it all the way, do it halfway, they can actually stay in the afterlife mode a little bit longer. The bar at the bottom doesn't get used as much. So a little tip there for you. But again, the numbers are 872, 101, 386, and we just put in 481. It changed it to, I believe, 841 there, but you're going to see the numbers disappear. The next step, the 5th step, are these headphones.
To 1942. Today, I'm going to give you some insight into one of the more interesting tales from the prison's history. Over the decades, Alcatraz has seen more than its fair share of daring escape attempts. However, few were as audacious as the one undertaken by 4 inmates on New Year's Eve, 1933. Thought to be the brainchild of an inmate by the name of Albert Arlington, the outrageous scheme was as unlikely as its mastermind.
So basically, they're going to tell you the story of what happened to these 4 guys, where the Weasel, I believe, tells on the other 3. Now, these are the locations of the headphones, and I do apologize, it's in theater mode.
Just how the Weasel managed to convince these hardened prisoners that such a plan was even possible remains a mystery to this day. What is known is that no such plane was ever built. Instead, the group's plans for freedom soon descended into bitter argument and infighting.
So there was the second one, and what we're going to find out with these 5 reels, there's a total of 5. And again, I apologize you can't see them. This is in theater mode, but these are the locations of them. So as you see, everything turned into black and white. This is where you can find what looks to be like a normal drop, only it's a set of headphones instead of being like a max ammo or something.
Armed only with makeshift weapons, thin
And basically what we're finding out is the Weasel somehow
lured the unsuspecting Arlington to the roof.
turns his back on the other 3, or somehow gets the other 3 in trouble. So the other 3 come up with this plan to kill the Weasel. So how they're going to do it is basically what we're doing in this Easter egg.
Beneath the dark and stormy winter skies, that the hapless Arlington met his grisly end, bleeding to death on the cold concrete roof. For their participation in the murder, the 3 collaborators were sent to death by electric chair. Justice came swiftly. On the morning of January 19th, 1934, the execution order was carried out.
And you're going to hear the old laugh indicating that you got all 5 of them. Now, it's important to note here for the next part, everybody's going to need an afterlife. Everybody needs at least 1 afterlife. And all 4 of you go down. Everybody just go into the afterlife mode, and we like to do it closer to the roof, because also you want to make sure that the plane has the fuel in it, so you can take the plane over to the bridge. 2 very important things. Once you do, I didn't even have to push X. I just got close to the airplane, and it automatically jumped me up there. I have heard that if it's not getting you on the airplane, push X, jump, try and push X, push them at the same time, X and the A button. But here's what's going to happen. You're going to come over to the bridge, revive yourself on the bridge here, and they're all in the electric chairs. Now it's me, the Weasel, versus Apocalypse, God of Honor, and McGoWaN21. And I take my Mustang and Sally, and I do my best. I do my best to basically defeat him. It's like a team deathmatch up here. It's pretty sweet. As you can see, I got my points alone down there. Everybody else has a kill above them. And I am desperately doing my best to try and kill him. I don't know why that didn't get one of them. That's weak right there. But I'm basically just letting the zombies do the work. The zombies hurt them as well. But they end up getting me. And because I was the Weasel, the cycle continues, because that's what happened in the story that we just heard from there. And that is it. You get the achievement, Pop Goes the Weasel. After that, your life is also over, not game over. It's life over this time. I went down a couple times in this game. I am a little embarrassed. But there was Pop Goes the Weasel. If you do have any questions, you can leave them in the comments section. The DJ Gamer, I'll talk to you on the next video.